Hey, this is Mollena, one of the stars in the Lilies Revenge, which is still on my face. You can probably see the glitter. Yes, sparkling fabulousness. Anyway, I'm talking a little bit tonight because I had word get back to me from one of the other cast members and then from one of our staff members about two separate incidents where people were disturbed, specifically by my involvement in the show. One person disturbed by the fact that I was naked and nude and that might be exploitive. And the other person disturbed by the fact that in one of the breaks during the show, I come out and interact with the audience dressed like a pony. And in that sort of like kinky, fetishy pony way. To address the issue of exploitation and people being naked in the theater. Exploitation assumes that the person involved doesn't have any choice and that somehow they are at a disadvantage. And I will say to you that if you're concerned about my capacity to make a choice or to be at a disadvantage when it comes to performing, this is something I've been doing since I was 4 years old. And I do it of sound mind and out of love. And because I feel like if there's a place where the human body can be exposed to a point and to make a point, to further the story or to make someone laugh or to make someone think, it's awesome. It's not exploitive. We're not talking about a situation where it's not a necessary part of the story. It doesn't make a point. It wasn't gratuitous. So I hope that you feel okay about that. And I hope that you know that I never make any choices when it comes to my artistic choices that are out of fear or exploitation. To address the concerns of the audience member who apparently was disturbed to see a black woman being led around on a leash. And she felt that it was disturbing and it was not okay to see someone, pretending to be kinky or to act out some kinky acts. First of all, you might want to know about the people you're accusing of pretending to be something that they're not, because I actually am involved very, very profoundly in the kink community. So the gear that you saw me wearing was not some rat-a-tat costume piece. It was just thrown together. It's actually a very expensive kit that is all mine, first of all. Second of all, I think it's kind of interesting that you specifically were upset at seeing a black person being led around on a leash. Assuming that you don't think that being led around on a leash is problematic in and of itself, in which case you probably wouldn't specify the race. It seems like you were made uncomfortable because of some sort of preconceived notion that maybe you have about choice or about consent or about what it means to be led around on a leash and a collar while you dress like a pony, or for any reason at all. I enjoy it. And it's fun, and that was the point of this scenario, was that it was fun and a little bit off-kilter and a little bit surprising. And of the hundreds of people who've already seen the show, thankfully the majority of them seem to have gotten the joy and the fun and the silliness and yeah, the kinkiness of it. So I would think about the fact that you reacted to my skin color, my race, my racial background, whatever you want to call it, as a factor in your being disturbed. Because, well, I happen to think it's interesting. And I wonder, would you have been less disturbed had it been a white person on a leash? Or a Japanese person? Or a Mexican person? I don't know. Only you can answer that. But you should know that sometimes black people like kinky stuff too. It's true. And we deserve to follow our bliss as well, regardless. So, hopefully that cleared things up a little bit. Again, if you want to know a little bit more about me and you don't, you can go to www.mollena.com and there's a whole lot more information about kinky negresses. Well, about me. And I'm a kinky negress, so that's all you need to know. Enjoy life.